Family Guy used to be clever, shocking, and somehow still had heart. But something changed. The jokes got lazier, the characters got meaner, and one episode in season 12 might have been the final nail. Here's what really ruined Family Guy. In Family Guy Season 12, Episode 6, everything changed with one heartbreaking scene. It started with Stewie and Brian using the same time machine for what was meant to be their last adventure.
Damn it, Stewie, what the hell did you do? I know, I messed up. You went back to 17th century Jamestown and you gave guns to the Indians, and now they're running everything.
Yep, because rewriting history with literal genocide jokes really screams primetime comedy. Nothing like kicking subtlety right out the window. They traveled to the 1600s, caused some chaos in Jamestown, and barely made it back. After the trip, Stewie realized the time machine was too risky. He destroyed it for good.
This time machine has almost killed us 100 times, Brian. And yesterday was just too close a call. So I've decided to get rid of it before something irreparable happens.
But Stewie, your time machine, it's like your crowning achievement.
Because who needs consistency or good storytelling when we can just smash the one plot device that gave the whole show any emotional depth? Then came the moment no one saw coming. Brian was outside the house setting up a street hockey net when a car suddenly sped down the road and hit him.
Brian, look out! No, Brian!
Brian, can you hear me?
Holy crap, what the hell happened?
That guy sucked.
Ah, yes. Character development gets pancaked. Literally. And that guy sucked punchline? Classic way to ruin a supposedly tragic scene. The family rushed him to the vet. Brian, bruised and broken, used his last moments to tell them how much he loved them. Then he died.
You've given me a wonderful life. I love you all. I'm sorry. He's gone.
Nothing says shock value over substance like often your most beloved character mid-season, just to stir up Twitter. The Griffins were crushed. The episode showed them mourning him, holding a funeral, and trying to move on.
Thank you, everyone, for coming today.
None of you people came to my funeral.
I know Peter wanted to say a few words.
Leave it to Family Guy to shove in an ego joke right between sobs, because God forbid we have one sincere moment. Stewie was filled with guilt. He blamed himself for not being able to go back in time to save his best friend. Then, Lois brought home a new dog named Vinny. He was bold, Italian, and full of charm.
Vinny, you must be starving. What can I make you for dinner?
Are you kidding? You're a hard-working lady. So tonight, I'm gonna make you dinner.
Wow.
One minute you're burying a family member, and the next you've replaced him with Tony Soprano on 4 legs. Talk about emotional whiplash. Peter liked him instantly, Stewie didn't. To him, no one could replace Brian, but when Vinny opened up about losing his old owner, something changed.
Oh, boy, Vinny, hanging out with you has been the best. You want another beer?
No. I'd love one.
Wow, bonding over alcohol. Groundbreaking. Guess that's all it takes to replace a decade-long friendship? Stewie realized Vinny understood pain too. Slowly they began to bond, but even as the show tried to move forward, fans couldn't.
You know, before you guys found me in the shop, I lived with an old man named Leo. It was just him and me in a tiny apartment, and we got pretty tight. He kind of became my whole world. By the time he passed away, it was real tough.
Just sprinkle in some tragic backstory and voila! Instant emotional shortcut. It's like trying to fix a broken arm with duct tape. Viewers were shocked, many felt angry and betrayed. Brian wasn't just a cartoon dog. He was one of the main characters from the very beginning. His bond with Stewie was the heart of the show.
Okay, Brian, I'm just putting this out there, but I'm a baby, and only dicks don't let babies win.
God, look at this day, huh? You know, usually I'd be sitting inside writing, you'd be working on one of your machines.
That's right. A foul-mouthed baby and an alcoholic rider dog gave this show more emotional weight than any human character ever could. So, of course, they had to ruin it. Losing him felt like losing a real friend. Petitions popped up online demanding Brian's return. One got over 100,000 signatures. On Reddit, fans poured out their emotions. Some cried. Some said they would stop watching. And the worst part? In the next episodes, they even changed the intro. But, of course, even that didn't stick. Ah, yes. Nothing says we care deeply about this emotional arc like slapping on a new intro only to toss it out faster than Meg at a school dance. Just 2 episodes later, in the Christmas special, Stewie finds another version of himself who still has a working time machine.
I carry myself taller. Good posture, very important.
Oh, I agree. Let me see. That's good. But I feel like the backpack might be hiding some figure flaws.
Well, that is where you are wrong, my friend.
Because clearly, what this show needed after killing off a main character was a mirror scene about posture. Riveting stuff. He uses it to go back in time and stop Brian from being hit by a car. Just like that, Brian is alive again. The funeral, the sadness, the bond with Vinny. Poof. Erased like it never existed.
Brian, look out! What the hell? You're alive, my friend! What? Of course I'm alive. What the hell's going on here?
Brian, that car killed you. And when it did, a little part of me died as well.
Nothing screams emotional manipulation like undergoing a major death arc with one time jump and a throwaway line. Shakespeare would be proud. That made things worse. Fans said it felt like a cheap trick. The show had pulled at their heartstrings just for shock value. It didn't respect the loss it created. It pressed reset like nothing ever happened. Many also pointed out how Brian's character had been completely watered down. He used to be the smart one, the voice of reason in a house full of chaos, but now he just sounded smug, whiny, and painfully self-important. That shift made his death hit a little softer for some, but the way it was done still rubbed everyone the wrong way.
I told them who you were when I made the reservation. Look, I have written a best-selling phenomenon. I should be sitting in the front damn room.
Okay, I hear you.
Nothing like a full-blown diva meltdown to remind fans that Brian went from witty to washed up in record time. A talking dog with a superiority complex? Groundbreaking? In the end, it just proved what everyone was starting to suspect. Family Guy was running on fumes. The sharp, satirical edge was gone. In its place, cheap stunts and hollow shock value. For many fans, this wasn't just a bad episode. It was the start of the show's slow, embarrassing unraveling. But Brian's death was just the beginning of the character assassinations to come. In this episode, Peter's long-lost sister Karen visits for Thanksgiving. She's a pro wrestler, loud, tough, and clearly stronger than Peter in every way.
Peter, come say hello to your sister.
Fine. Hey, Karen. Welcome to our...
Bring it in, Pee-Pee!
I like her.
Nothing like an awkward nickname and a body slam hug to kick off a holiday gathering. Instead of being happy to see her, Peter acts like a child. He gets jealous and starts being rude because she's more confident and takes the spotlight.
Okay, let's just carve the turkey.
Oh, and Karen already carved it.
She did? But that's my thing. I always do my are you a leg man or a breast man joke.
And Karen did that too. It was hilarious.
Poor Peter. Can't handle losing his lame turkey joke. Real crisis. It all leads to a wrestling match between Peter and Karen, packed with silly moves and cringy jokes.
Oh my God, she's doing the toxic shock!
You're a jerk, Karen. What the hell was that?
That's his stutter.
Because nothing says family bonding like getting body slammed by your sister while stuttering insults. The whole thing feels recycled. We've seen this sibling rivalry gone wild story in cartoons too many times, Family Guy included.
Oh, you mean when she put me in that no-bottom James Bond chair and assaulted my grundle?
I didn't even know about that.
Well, that's because it didn't happen. I'd kick her ass if she tried something like that.
Dad's...
Gross jokes? Check. Fake stories? Check. Still not funny? Sadly, also check. The episode leans too much on wrestling jokes and over-the-top fights. Karen's character is flat and one note. And Peter's usual bullying, especially toward Meg, comes off mean, not funny. The worst part? Peter's character isn't growing, he's getting worse.
First, it's not Peter. When I am in this outfit, I am Maxie Patty. The fiercest enemy of heavy flow.
Peter, you look... Okay, that's clever. But Peter, you look ridiculous. Take that off.
Dressing like a wrestling joke just to fight your sister? Yeah, real mature. In the early seasons, Peter was dumb but kinda sweet. A lovable goof. But in this episode, he's just plain mean. He doesn't care about anyone's feelings, he complains all the time, and he can't even be nice to his own sister. It's clear the writers have gone all in on turning him into jerk Peter.
That was terrific, Jessica.
It was good for me, too.
Ah!
Got you again, Quagmire.
You said you were that waitress from Friendly's!
I lied.
You jerk!
I didn't feel anything, but you did.
Happy Halloween!
Yep, because tricking your friends for laughs is peak comedy now. Who needs heart when you've got smug one-liners? This shift really stood out after season 8 when the show stopped caring about warmth and started chasing cheap shock jokes instead. Peter's cruelty wasn't limited to family. The show would soon cross even darker lines. In Family Guy Season 10, Episode 3, things got dark. Really dark. The episode Screams of Silence, the story of Brenda Q, tried to tell a serious story about domestic violence, but the way it did it left many fans shocked, upset, and confused.
Holy crap!
Oh my God! He must have autoerotically asphyxiated himself.
Yeah, while he was watching clown porn. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby, you make me so horny.
Just 1 minute in, the episode sets a strange tone, mixing a joke about self-harm with bizarre porn references. It's jarring, especially considering the episode is about abuse. It starts with Quagmire in the hospital. While he's out cold, his sister Brenda comes to visit him. She's sweet, bubbly, and full of love, especially for her boyfriend Jeff.
All right, on the way back, I get to pick the radio station because that was awful.
I know, yeah, it was. I'm sorry. Oh, God, I hope Glenn's okay. I'm so worried about him.
Shut up and limp. We're in a handicap spot, you slut.
Jeff immediately shows his true nature, angry, abusive, and disgusting. But the scene is played with such exaggerated humor that it confuses the audience. Is it supposed to be funny or horrifying? But it doesn't take long to see something's very wrong. Jeff isn't just rude, he's loud, controlling, and violent. He shouts at Brenda, he pushes her around, he treats her like garbage, and worst of all, she doesn't leave him.
Hey, you touching my girl? Relax, Jeff, that's her brother. Yeah, that's how it starts. Come on, Brenda, we gotta get out of here. I need cigarettes and jeans.
The abuse is constant and aggressive, but again, the absurdity of Jeff's line makes it feel cartoonish, minimizing how serious domestic violence actually is. The show tries to get serious. It shows how Brenda makes excuses for Jeff, even after he hits her.
Oh, my God.
No, it's really not that bad. It only hurts when I see.
You know, you don't have to stay with a man who treats you that way.
Oh, Jeff's sweet. You don't see how soft and gentle he hits me when we're alone.
This line hit fans hard. Brenda's denial mirrors real-world abuse victims, but her real phrasing, soft and gentle he hits me, feels like the writers are trying to make a joke out of tragedy. Peter and Joe want to help, but no one really does anything at first. Quagmire, when he wakes up, is furious. He gives a speech telling Brenda she's being weak and needs to stand up for herself, but instead of helping, his words come off harsh and cruel.
Sadly, the fact that you are with Jeff proves to me that you have made a choice to make your life worse. I want the girl I grew up with back. I want my sister back.
Quagmire tries to be serious, but many fans found it hypocritical. A man known for predatory behavior is now the moral compass? Fans were stunned. Some were angry that Quagmire was being portrayed as a hero. Others felt sorry for Brenda, but said the show didn't treat her story with any real care.
I'm sorry, honey. I just wanted to see who was on Letterman.
We're watching Leno, you bitch!
I'm so sorry.
His soft, gentle humor connects effortlessly with my mainstream sensibilities.
Let's waste this dick.
Another scene where physical abuse turns into a punchline. It left many fans angry and uncomfortable, asking why something so serious was treated like a gag. And it only gets weirder. Instead of calling the cops or getting real help, Quagmire, Peter, and Joe decide to take matters into their own hands.
Brenda just fell. Get your lazy ass up and get my neighbors some beers.
Actually, we don't have time, Jeff. We were just about to go on our annual midnight hunting trip. We thought you might want to join us.
They lure Jeff into the woods with a fake hunting trip. This feels like a lazy excuse to turn the story into a revenge plot instead of something real and responsible. They trick Jeff into going into the woods, then they attack him. After a fight, they kill him and bury the body. Brenda never finds out the truth.
What the hell? I killed you!
I choke myself every day, you bastard.
Even Jeff's death is played with a bizarre sexual joke. Instead of closure or justice, the episode ends with another crass gag. She's just left crying over a fake breakup letter. That's how the episode ends, with her crying, thinking Jeff left her for no reason. It's supposed to be a happy ending, but it doesn't feel that way at all.
I realized that you are too good for me, and you and our unborn child would be better off without me in the picture. Love, Jeff. P.S. If the cops ask, tell them that Joe, Peter, and Quagmire were with you last night.
The final line is supposed to be a dark joke, but fans didn't laugh. They were just confused. The whole episode felt like a missed opportunity. The biggest problem? The tone. The episode jumps between abuse scenes and random gross-out humor. Fans didn't know whether to laugh or cry.
Jeff and I are getting married. I'd show you the ring, but it's under the splint. My finger fell down the stairs.
Even this line tries to squeeze a joke out of a brutal moment. It was one too many for fans, who now often rank this episode as one of the worst in the series. In the end, Screams of Silence wasn't just a misstep, it was a clear sign that Family Guy was losing its balance between edgy and smart. And Brenda? She was just left behind, forgotten like the seriousness of her story. The tone-deaf approach to serious topics would soon infect even the show's core characters. Back when Family Guy still had moments of warmth and actual storytelling, Lois Griffin was more than just a sidekick to Peter's chaos or the target of tasteless jokes. She was a real mom, a loving, steady presence in the house, and the one holding the family together. She wasn't perfect, but she cared. One great example of this is from Season 9's Halloween on Spooner Street, an episode that gave fans a rare reminder of the Lois they used to love.
You're gonna go see 3 movies in a row, so it seems like you're out doing something?
No, Mom. I'm going to my first big high school Halloween party.
Oh, that's nice. What are you dressed as?
I'm a slutty cat. I'll be back late. Don't wait up.
Your average teen daughter being blunt, and Lois taking it all in stride like a real mom. Not a walking punchline. In this episode, Stewie goes out for his first ever trick-or-treating experience, dressed as a little duck. He's full of excitement and imagination.
Quack, quack.
Oh, my little ducky. You look so adorable.
Oh, no. You see these holes? I got bit by a vampire. I'm a vampire duck. But I'm a modern vampire duck who hangs around with Anna Paquin and drives around in a black Mercedes.
This moment is pure Stewie. Creative, weird, and lovable. And Lois? She's genuinely enjoying her son's silliness. What really stands out is how she's present and involved. Even the kids' Halloween costumes reflect that she put in effort. She's still the kind of mom who cares what her children wear, something the later, lazier writing completely forgot.
You can't go out dressed like that.
Why not? I'm Bill Cosby.
Okay, but I mean, you can't go out like that.
Well, come on, Mom. Don't I look like him?
Well, yes, but Chris, you can't just walk around in blackface. It's racist.
Not exactly subtle, but Lois still tries to be the voice of reason, even when the jokes are over the top. Then things take a turn. While trick-or-treating, Stewie gets his candy stolen by some older bullies. He's crushed. And this is where Lois shines. She doesn't brush it off or ignore it. She jumps into full protective mom mode.
I am so sorry, Mrs. Griffin. I have no idea what got into my son.
Well, just have him return the candy and everything's fine.
Justin, you give this young man his candy back right now. All right, here.
Thanks.
She handles the situation like a boss, calm, firm, and not backing down. No weird jokes, no gross moments, just a mom doing what moms do best. Then, she makes sure Stewie gets all his candy back, every last piece.
Now we want Justin's candy.
What?
You heard me. Take Justin's bag of candy and pour it into Stewie's. All of it.
That's the Lois fans miss. Strong, caring, and not afraid to stand up for her kids, even if it means scaring some neighborhood punks. It's episodes like this that showed Lois had real depth. She wasn't just a prop for Peter's nonsense. She was funny, tough, and relatable. And sadly, the show slowly erased that version of her in favor of cheap laughs and shallow jokes. It reminded fans of the old Lois, the one who actually acted like a mom. This version was still funny and quick-witted, but also caring when it mattered. She could be sarcastic and tough, but she still had heart, and fans loved seeing that side of her again.
Stop it, both of you. Starting now, you two are gonna love each other. Now stay that way.
It's gonna be weird to potty.
Classic Lois, firm but funny. Even while forcing two bickering toddlers into a hug, that's mom power. She wasn't perfect, but she managed to walk the line between being a sitcom mom and a Family Guy character. She could be part of the craziness while still grounding the show. Back then, you could laugh at her jokes and still respect her. She felt like the one holding the Griffins together.
Oh my God. This is my fault. This is my fault. I brought violence into this house. I'm the worst mother in the world.
She actually cared. Even when the humor got wild, there was still a moment of real emotion, and that's the Lois fans miss. This caring, grounded Lois wouldn't last much longer. As Family Guy moved into the later seasons, her character began to change, and not in a good way. The smart, caring, sometimes sarcastic mom slowly disappeared. In her place, a running joke, and not even a clever one.
Lois, get in here. Meg's boyfriend.
But there's nothing wrong with him.
This kind of moment used to be funny because Lois was the calm, logical voice. Now it's just an excuse to drag her into a cheap gag. Instead of being a grounded character who balanced humor with real emotion, Lois was rewritten into someone obsessed with getting attention, especially sexual attention. Almost every scene made her look desperate, selfish, or just plain creepy.
Do you think your parents liked me?
Yeah. Can we make out now?
Oh, I forgot my... Oh my God, that's kind of hot.
That's the kind of line that would have been shocking early on. Now it's just business as usual for late season Lois. One episode really crossed the line. Meg, who's constantly mocked and ignored, finally finds a boyfriend who genuinely likes her. For once, something goes right in her sad little cartoon life.
I think Anthony wants some time alone with Meg.
Who doesn't want some time alone with Meg these days?
A rare win for Meg, until it's ripped away in the worst way possible. Lois seduces him. That's right, Lois sleeps with her daughter's boyfriend.
I've never had a MILF come on to me before. Can I kiss you?
Let me ask you this. Do my gray hairs bother you?
What gray hairs?
Kiss me.
Mom, I forgot my keys. Do you know where...
Rape?
And somehow, the writers thought this was funny. Not dramatic, not emotional, just a joke. Fans didn't laugh. The backlash was intense. Online forums lit up with disgust. Many called it one of the worst scenes in Family Guy history. An ugly low point for a character who used to be respected.
You made out with my boyfriend! How could you do that?
I don't know, sweetheart, but I am so sorry. It was an awful thing that I did. I never meant to steal him from you.
Too little, too late. And even her apology felt hollow because by then, viewers had already stopped seeing Lois as a mom. What made it worse was how normal this kind of behavior had become for her character. It didn't even feel shocking anymore. Fans weren't surprised, just tired.
You couldn't steal him from me.
Well, I do know a few things, Megan. Clearly, if I wanted him, I could have him.
You really think you stand a chance?
And there it is. The old Lois is gone. Now she's just another cruel voice in the house. One more person tearing Meg down. One more joke that doesn't land. Lois Griffin used to be smart and loving. Now she's a shallow, chaotic mess. Once the show's moral compass, she's been reduced to cringe jokes and weird hookups. From caring mom to cartoon cliche, Lois's decline mirrors the show's loud, lazy, and out of ideas.
I'm Jamie, the handyman. I heard you had a hole that needed to be filled.
You know, in case the audience missed the first 500 innuendos, there's another one, loudly and proudly. Okay, I laughed. She used to balance the Griffin chaos like a tired but lovable mom trying her best. Now, she's a chaotic mess herself. The writers turned her into a punchline machine, usually involving affairs, dirty jokes, or acting like Meg's frenemy instead of her mom. She's less concerned parent, more desperate real housewife of Quahog.
Well, it's still a bit moist, but should dry up soon.
Don't count on it.
Subtle as a brick to the face, just the way Family Guy likes it. It's like they handed Lois a personality bingo card filled with flirty, mean, and unhinged, and told her to shout bingo every episode. Her once heartfelt moments are now replaced with creepy advances and bitter sass. Even her scenes with Peter don't feel like a couple anymore. More like two coworkers forced to do improv at gunpoint.
Hey, I was hoping maybe you could come back tomorrow and fix our sink or something.
If she winks any harder, her face will cramp. Remember when Lois read books and tried to teach her kids life lessons? Yeah, forget all that. Now she's busy trying to seduce any guy under 30 and under 200 pounds. She competes with Meg for male attention, which is disturbing on every level known to man, woman, and therapy bills.
What the hell are you doing?
Showing Jamie I have the sexiest and longest legs in this house.
Oh, this is Mama's show, Meg.
Imagine your mom doing this. You'd need brain bleach and a therapist on speed dial. Even her jokes don't land anymore. They crash and burn like Peter's diet plans. Everything feels forced, like the writers just spin a weird mom wheel and hope for the best.
You look so much like him.
Jamie was my twin brother.
Oh, you must be so sad. Are you also a handyman?
Yes, because grieving and flirting should always go hand in hand. Or in Lois's case, hand in pants. Lois's downfall isn't just sad, it's exhausting. Fans miss the version of her who had wit, love, and soul. What's left is a character who's been hollowed out for cheap laughs, and the show's worse for it. While Lois lost her heart, Meg would lose something even more precious. Her one shot at redemption. This was supposed to be Meg's moment. Trapped inside during a hurricane, she finally snaps after years of being the family's punching bag. Seahorse Seashell Party gave her the spotlight, finally speaking up, finally fighting back. But what looked like growth turned into a cruel reset.
Oh, that was annoying? What about your stupid, obnoxious humming?
Meg, don't talk to your father like that.
Yeah, shut up, Meg.
Wow, she opens her mouth and instantly gets told to shut it. Classic Griffin love and support right there. Meg doesn't hold back this time. She's tired of being the family's trash bin. She starts throwing punches, verbally of course, starting with Peter, who's basically a full-grown toddler with the emotional depth of a spoon.
Is it too much to ask to be treated with a little decency from my brother? Maybe show me some kind of kindness by not jumping on the Let's Get Meg family bandwagon?
Imagine asking Chris to be decent. He thinks kindness is just not farting in someone's face. Next up, Lois. You know, the caring mom who once forgot Meg's birthday and possibly her name?
Is this coming from my role model mother? The shoplifter, the drug addict, the porn star, the whore who let Gene Simmons and Bill Clinton go to town on her?
Meg didn't just air the dirty laundry. She dragged the whole hamper out and dumped it on the floor. For once, Meg is saying all the things fans have been yelling at their screens for years. People online were stunned. She was finally being real. No more background giggles or ignored trauma. Just straight up truth bombs.
My point is that with all the irresponsible, reckless, idiotic behavior in your past, that somehow you have the nerve, the arrogance to consistently and ruthlessly point out my shortcomings.
Translation? You guys are disasters, but somehow I'm still the family punching bag. Cute. Meg keeps going and every word hits harder than the last. It's like she waited 17 seasons to gather receipts and finally unleashed the folder.
You're my mother, and you took a child's trust and smashed it into bits in a 17-year-long mission to destroy something that you killed a long time ago. And honestly, when I turn 18, I don't know that I ever want to see you again.
She basically gave Lois the verbal version of divorce papers, and honestly, good for her. Viewers were living for it. Reddit threads exploded. YouTube videos called it Meg's Redemption. For one beautiful moment, it felt like Family Guy might actually let Meg matter. But no, this is Family Guy, remember?
You are completely selfish and totally irresponsible as a father.
All right, I see what's going on here. You're in love with your old man.
Because nothing says emotional healing like incest jokes ruining every serious moment. Then Brian, everyone's favorite walking ego with a tail, decides to insert his half-baked wisdom. The guy who once dated a girl and her mom in the same week, now wants to play therapist.
That this family can't survive without some sort of lightning rod to absorb all the dysfunction?
Well, that's a theory, I guess.
I mean, it's not ideal, but it's an important piece that maybe...
So, Meg's job is to be the family's emotional toilet? Cool, great. Totally fair system. And just when fans thought Meg might walk away stronger, she crumbles. She apologizes to them. Yes, the people who bullied her since birth.
And Dad, I'm so sorry that I made you feel this way. You don't deserve it. None of you have done anything wrong. I took all my problems out on you guys, and that wasn't fair.
Imagine being right about everything, then still saying sorry like you keyed their car. And of course, the family accepts her apology in the most toxic way possible.
Meg, how could you put us all through that?
I'm sorry, you guys.
You're a bitch.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Meg's final mic drop is her proudly calling herself a bitch? Yeah, that's healthy closure. Fans were furious. They thought Meg would finally get justice. Instead, the writers gave her a taste of power, then ripped it away. She stood up, told the truth, and then still got blamed? By the end, she was right back where she started, ignored, silenced, and treated like the joke. Again, this cruel bait and switch became Family Guy's favorite trick, promising growth, delivering nothing. By the time Family Guy Light hit the screen, fans had already been side-eyeing the show for losing its edge. But this episode, it didn't just dip in quality. It nosedived straight into the pavement. The plot was simple enough. Peter tries to lose weight, a familiar setup, sure, but still, full of potential, if handled well.
Hey, Peter, how about that gay encounter we had?
God, every time with this guy. I'm gonna take the stairs.
Oh my god. I'm never gonna get up these stairs.
Right out of the gate, the show goes for cheap laughs instead of heart. Earlier seasons at least tried to balance dumb humor with real emotions. Remember Peter Griffin, husband, father, brother? That episode had chaos, but it still felt grounded. Family Guy Light, though, it skips the effort entirely and launches into lazy mode.
All right, Peter, today we start helping you lose weight. First, let me just make sure you're not hiding any food in your clothes. Taste of the rainbow. Peter, are you hiding Skittles in your pants? Is that all of them?
Because of course, Peter needs to be frisked for candy like a sugar-smuggling toddler. The story starts with the Griffins deciding Peter needs to get healthier. Seems like a nice setup, maybe even a chance for some character depth, but instead, the show dumps us into a pile of old fat jokes, pointless cutaways, and weird side plots that go nowhere.
You know what, isn't it? It's like... it's very bad.
What?
Oh, wow.
Okay, Peter, a good and conspicuous workout is to do lunges on the sidewalk. Just do like I do. Step.
This isn't character development, it's just Peter embarrassing himself in public for the 100th time. Rather than exploring Peter's issues with food, confidence, or health, the episode drowns in cartoon logic. He doesn't diet, he swallows pills that shrink him. He doesn't work out, he ends up in a fat camp running from animals. And somehow, by the end, he's hallucinating. It's not clever or wild, it's just random.
What do you guys think?
I don't believe it.
I'm speechless.
Hey, look, it's Jonah Hill sometimes.
Wow, looking good, Peter.
Yes, I might want me a little taste of that.
And now, we've reached the Peter gets hot phase, because why not throw in a creepy compliment too? Fans online were quick to call it out. Once again, it was another Peter's weight problem episode. Except, this one didn't even try to do something new. The jokes weren't smart, they weren't surprising, and they definitely weren't funny.
Yes, I might want me a little taste of that.
Oh, well, Sheila, look out. Be careful what you ask for, because you never know. I might... Are you serious? Because I will do this, 100%.
Yeah, nothing screams comedy gold like Peter flirting while pretending he's suddenly irresistible. Instead of telling a real story, Family Guy Light felt like someone copy-pasted old scripts, shuffled them around, and added a few louder sound effects. The results? An empty episode full of noise, but no point. It wasn't light, it was just flat. The laziness reached its peak when the show tried to mock the very system it had become. When Disney's The Reboot aired, it sounded like it had real promise. The idea? What if Disney took over Family Guy and made it cleaner, safer, and filled with over-the-top diversity and cartoonish wholesomeness? It was supposed to be a clever parody, a bold jab at how big studios ruin fan-favorite shows by turning them into bland, checkbox-filled content machines.
This is our time. This is our moment. This is a short song for syndication. Lois!
Right from the opening, it tried to feel self-aware, like it was in on the joke, but not all jokes hit. At first glance, it looked like classic Family Guy doing what it does best, mocking the system from the inside. The characters were all reimagined to fit that squeaky clean Disney mold. Peter became a cuddly doofus, everyone smiled too much, and the show practically glowed.
Oh, hello, gay couple who's constantly jogging. What are you up to this morning?
Just adopting and pucker kissing.
Yeah, we're network TV gay. So, all we can do is adopt children and pucker kiss, no tongue stuff.
The satire here was clear, but so on the nose, it might as well have punched the viewer in the face. Meg, suddenly popular and pretty, got the typical makeover treatment. Quagmire? Stripped of everything edgy and turned into a harmless sidekick. There was even a bright, peppy musical number. Pure Disney knockoff. The colors were turned up, the characters softened, and the laughs tried to follow.
It's a focus group of Arby's executives watching us eat.
No way!
He ate it!
People will eat anything.
$50 says the fat girl eats a third big beef and cheddar.
This kind of joke used to feel edgy. Now it just feels like leftover content from season 5. The episode was stuffed with self-referential humor and heavy-handed gags about selling out and network interference, but fans quickly caught on. This wasn't new. The whole meta routine had been done a dozen times before on the same show.
Why aren't you in bitch class?
It's your sister Meg. She's dead.
I have to go.
Wait, where are you going?
I'm gonna go to a club I'm too young to get into and listen to a band that's on a label owned by the same parent company as the network.
See? That's not a fresh jab. That's the show eating its own tail with a smirk. Even Peter makes a comment about how the reboot could ruin everything. And that's the frustrating part, because instead of exploring that fear, the episode just throws a few jokes at it and moves on.
On which we used to rely. Lucky there's a Family Guy. Lucky there's a man who positively can do all the things that make us. He's a Family Guy.
That final jingle hits like a bad remix. Too polished to be funny, too flat to matter. For longtime viewers, the reboot was just another reminder of what the show used to be. Instead of biting commentary, it offered stale jokes, recycled themes, and no real punch. It didn't feel like Family Guy making fun of Disney. It felt like Family Guy trying to be Disney and failing at both. If you've ever laughed at Stewie's sarcasm or Brian's comebacks, hit that like button. Share this with a fellow fan, and don't forget to subscribe for more breakdowns of the moments that changed your favorite shows forever.